If I plan strategically, I can get it right. I'm gonna go where the winners go. Sailing ain't an option, no, it ain't in my blood.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mondays Beyond the Mic. This is a place where we look at relationships and life to provide a better understanding for both men and women so we can do what? Learn and grow together. We want to say thank you to our regular viewers and welcome to our new viewers. We ask that you just hit that little thumbs up button, share, subscribe, and give us a super chat, as that one gesture means much to Mondays Beyond the Mic and the Bravo with Sheila Network. And we ask, yes, why are those likes important? Because it pushes the show further into these YouTube streets. So we have some disclaimers. The disclaimer is that this show is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and that we speak from our personal experiences. And we know everything needs rules. So what are the rules? Respect, respect, respect. Would like to state, if disrespect is displayed on the platform or in the chat, individuals will be removed from the show. So with that being said, I'd like to say welcome to my beautiful, wonderful co-host, Lady Dawn B. How are you?
What's poppin', good people? As always, it is what? One more day closer to Friday. So I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. How about you, beautiful?
I am doing well. Had a really busy week. Flew in from Pittsburgh and then had to go to, I want to give a good shout out to St. Philip's Baptist Church in Staten Island, where I spent my Saturday with the women at the table, which was really, it was fantastic. It was wonderful. Got to talk about the book. Yes, what's the book? I'm a
Yes.
woman with issues, but I still qualify. So had that opportunity. And if people are still interested in the book, you can go over to the Harlem Girls website and you can get the book there. I'm so really excited about the book and what it's doing and how much it's going to touch women's lives.
I love that.
So as normal, we want to see who's in our chat and who's talking to us. So let's see what's going on.
Well, let's see. Of course. Who's there? The greatest moderator to ever do it in these whole YouTube streets. His name Kenya is in the building.
Hey, Anae. We appreciate you. And she said, hey, Lady Dawn B. So tonight, I'm excited for every Monday. But, these Mondays, well, you know what? Before even we go into the he said, she said, we want to recognize again, as this is the last Monday in the month of October. So during this month, we highlighted breast cancer awareness with Dr. Rhonda and Dr. Sandy. And then we also highlighted the National Disability Employment, where we had Jeffrey Lorenzo Williams. Let's not forget that middle name. And got such wonderful feedback about how people just really enjoyed Jeffrey on the show, or Jeff. So this month, October, is also about domestic violence as well as mental health awareness. So tonight, I think we're going to deal a little bit more with the mental health awareness. We're going to see how that works out in our episode of He Said, She Said. So for those of you that know that normally the fourth Monday of every month is a He Said, She Said. So with that being said, the topic is about purpose, partnership, and peace of mind, building the life you want. I'm going to say that again. Purpose, partnership, and peace of mind. I can stop right there. So, Lady Dawn B, what do you think just about the title before we even bring up our guests? What are some thoughts that come to mind?
Well, listen, I think I'm gonna surmise it in this one sentence. Ain't no peace, ain't no purpose in having a partnership if we not gonna bring each other peace of mind to build the life that we want. What?
Okay.
So I'm
And we
just saying
could, and we
that
could just end the show right there, right?
I'm just saying. What is the purpose?
Understood. So let's bring up our guest tonight and let's start this conversation.
Alrighty, alrighty. And also, before we do, those who just coming in, please hit that thumbs up button and like, subscribe, and share. As Dr. E says, we appreciate it. See 10 people, so can we get 10 likes? And we are welcoming into the Monday Beyond the Mic platform Miss Crystal Little. She is our first welcome in. Welcome in. How
Hello.
are you?
I am good. How are you doing, lovely ladies?
We are
Good.
doing well. Thank you. And thank you
Good,
for
good.
joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And let's see, we also have no stranger here. You know, you only get to be a guest at one time. That's it. And after that, your family. Dr. Shayna's in the building. Hello.
Hey, Dr. Shayna.
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
And so far, holding it down for the men because we want to be fair. T Hall is also in the house tonight. Welcome in. How are you?
Hey everybody, I'm doing well. I kind of lost you. My computer's bugging out on me, so give me a second.
Okay. Well, welcome, even with the computer bugging out. All right.
I am here.
Appreciate it. We appreciate it. So let's get started. I know we have another gentleman that's coming, but when he comes on, we'll pull him up. All right.
All right. Well, let's see. How shall we start off this purpose, partnership, peace of mind, building the life we want? Segment. So, okay. I'm gonna ask this question. Throw it out here. At this big old age, because that's how I say it. But at this stage, maybe those who are not at a big old age, but at this big old age in life, in your life, in my life, in our lives, love looks like what to you? What does love look like to you at this stage in
Hmm.
Tyson said, I got to take a drink of water before
Look, me too.
um, is that for me?
that's
for anyone, but you just took the big gulp of water. So
Mm.
What does it look like?
you need us to come back to you?
Yeah, please.
oh well, come on, Miss Crystal.
Uh,
Help T Hall out.
I need to be helped out.
Thank you, Crystal. I'm not alone.
Ooh, well, well, for me, I'm in this soft girl era where I'm just loving myself. So to consider dating, I'm at the point where it has to organically happen. I'm not I'm not searching, you know. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. Um, right now I'm just doing me. Like I said, if it organically happens, then I'll know. If not, then I'm just pressing on. I'm in a peaceful stage of my life. I don't have time for the and then sometimes too it's tiring. I don't feel like there's days I don't even feel like being bothered. I mean, I guess it comes with age, you know. I
Hmm.
guess that's for me. So I'll pass the baton.
All right. Let's see. T Hall, you need another minute, or you wanna, or
Well,
you want to go last? It's
thank
up to
you.
you. We want you to be comfortable.
Yeah, thank you. No, I'm good. Thank you, Crystal. I'm, I'm in a similar space in the sense of it has to kind of like fit. There needs to be that cohesiveness, ease in a sense to where it's not something that's forced or um, not organically grown. It needs to be a kind of like that friendship concept. If you with your bestie, as far as the look, you know, to be specific with the question. Yeah, the look is that for me. It has to have that friendship kind of you like we good together, and you don't hurt your friend. You know what I mean? You don't look to hurt your friend. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So far, love looks like peace. Love looks like friendship. Dr. Shana, what say you?
Right. So I'm gonna piggyback on what the gentleman just shared about you don't hurt your friend. Love doesn't hurt your friend, right? So for me, love looks like, again, I'm gonna echo peace, purpose, trust, adding value to
Mhm.
the relationship. Um, and so much more, but those are the things that really come to mind. Peace is definitely number one. Trust, and again, echoing what the gentleman just shared about when you love someone, you don't intentionally hurt them, right? So, and you want to add value to the relationship and whatever that looks like. Faith, having the shared values and belief. That's a really loaded question, but I'm going to keep it simple.
The
You did
thing.
good.
Might as well put it out here.
Hmm.
I didn't hear what you said, Tyson.
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, chat, chime in and tell us what love looks like at this stage in your life. What does love look like for you? We do have a few comments in the chat.
So, welcome, Michelle. Michelle said it looks like consistency. I like that. Kathy said, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Kathy. Lachelle said, crystal hearts. April, she says, peace and blessings. Hey, April, thank you for joining us. Anae said, it looks like grace.
Mm.
Oh, and
And Dr. Hardy is in the building. She may need to come on and help us. She said, hello, all. All right. All right.
okay, Doc.
That question, what does love look like? Is that what you're asking me?
I mean,
Mm.
if you want to share.
Um, Love looks like quietness, like a stillness to me, for me, that a safe space for me. That's what love looks like. I don't have to doubt you.
Okay, love it. We got two more comments here.
So Joanne said, a brother who says, I got you. All right.
I need you to say
And
it
mean it with his whole chest.
right.
Right.
And part of your back. That's the D part of your back, and I need you to do it.
So Dr. Hardy says, love looks like caring and connection. Love it.
I have to agree.
All right. All right. So let's jump into some questions here. How has your understanding of purpose changed as you've matured?
It's become more defined by the experiences life has um, shown me. So through education, through the performing arts, led me to education, which helped define why performing arts came first to actually build my brand to be able to go and educate youth who needed the insight or what it is I had to offer. And that's just one example. Doesn't make sense.
I I have a question for. I know this is totally off, but I have a question for Tyson since he's the man on the panel. We're waiting for Mike to show up for you,
Mm-hmm.
but I
I
have
got
this question
nice scale.
as I'm sorry.
I got a nice scale.
Okay.
Oh,
If you don't know, Tyson and I went to college together, but Tyson has been in many movies, and I'm always so proud of him. But my question becomes, how does a woman know if you're not acting?
It's interesting because I hear that all the time. Um, I get paid to so when I'm living my day-to-day life, I don't have no parts of it. I leave my work. My work is when in reality. I'm in reality. I don't want to have to do it. So it's
So you
two separate worlds.
Okay. So you never put your acting skills on to
Well, what
talk to
happened
the
was, through John Jay. I mean, the psychology aspect of it.
Mhm.
It teaches you how to read character. It teaches you how to, have objective perspective on individual and subjective. So in that regards, it does play a part, as far as psychology and the human being and the psychology of individuals. Yeah, but in terms of like putting on an actual character, like, that's my work. You know what I mean? Like, and the process of doing that is a lot more layered than most know. So when I get to be like in this kind of arena, it's like, all right, what we talking about?
Okay.
Whether Mike shows up or not.
Listen, we believe you can hold it down. All right. All right. So
speaking of Mike,
Um,
welcome in. Welcome in.
There he is.
All right, could you hear me?
yes,
All
we
right,
can.
I'm sorry. I had a lot of trouble getting in for some reason. My apologies.
No worries. Tyson was holding it down.
What's
Cool,
up,
cool.
Mike?
What's up, bro?
All right.
So just to catch you up, the question is, how has your understanding of purpose changed as you've matured? So you could think about it, and if one of the ladies want to jump in.
Is that my
So,
feedback or?
so I would.
The mic.
Anyone?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I would say that purpose for me has always been revealed in seasons and not handed to me all at once. So throughout this journey of life, like we have our seasons in our work and in our personal lives. I've been blessed to realize that purpose isn't just what you do, it's what you create around you. Um, it's the people who are in the folds of my life, whether it be in my business or my personal life. So it's revealed throughout the various seasons.
Okay. All right. Mike or Crystal? I guess that was meant for you to go, Crystal.
rotate. Okay. I would say the same. This journey, purpose changes within seasons, within connections. For me, it has definitely taught me even more not to settle in a lot of areas. Um, and that definitely gets stronger by the day, sometimes by the week as well. Um, and that not settling in the sense of just building all kinds of relationships, whether it's with my family, with friends, and then unfortunately I had to let some go, put some to the wayside because at this point it served its purpose for whatever season, right? That season is over, it's now time for me to move on. If I don't see a purpose of that person, like I said, whether it's male, female, family, I have to just, put them to the side. They're not supportive. And I'm finding that as I've maneuvered or moving through life, elevating, you find individuals that all of a sudden you really see themselves. You really see who for what they are. They're supporting but not really supporting. So those individuals, I've just removed them from my life. If they don't serve purpose, right, they got to go. I'm a firm believer of that. Cut all ties, and no circling the block. That's it.
Okay. All right. Mike is smiling. Mike, what do you have?
I'm sorry. It seems as though I'm met with a little disdain here. Could you restate the question, please? I'm sorry. I'm a little
All
distracted.
right. The question was, how has your understanding of purpose changed as you've matured?
Well, I don't mature in seasons. I mature, ongoing. So it's no seasons for me. I think that purpose has become um, more relevant in my life as my life goes on. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Lady Dawn, you want to add?
I would just say for me, I realized that purpose, what I've come to understand is that my purpose is not so much for me. It may be within me, but it's purposed for me to do and to give for others. What's in me is something that I can't keep to myself. It wasn't for myself. It's for us to pour out to others. But I have to govern my purpose. So.
All right. I see we have some people in the chat. I want to make sure that we acknowledge them, and we ask that you hit that thumbs up button for us. So April says, comfortable silence, not pregnant pauses. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Lady Dawn. That's Mama Rose. Go ahead.
Hey, Mom. How are you, Mama? Well, she says, good evening, everyone. Love looks to me like like we went in something that didn't work, but we learned from it and willing to take all we learned to the right person. Thank you, Mom.
Interesting. All right.
Okay.
And Lachelle says, I need someone who continues to choose me every day. I love that. And I think that's something, right? Even when you don't feel like it. Anae says, I'm no longer trying to overanalyze it. Okay.
That's good.
Dust says, good evening, all. Theo said, good evening. Hey, Theo. Joanne says, as you age, you know what you want. Don't stay too long. Protect your peace. Okay. Kathy says, by recognizing the value and impact of the purpose. All right. And Gail Lockley. Hey, Lockley sister. She said, good evening, panel. All right. So here's another question. What's one thing you wish you understood about yourself 20 years ago that now brings you clarity? Crystal started laughing. I don't know if we want to start there, but what is one thing you wish you understood about yourself 20 years ago that now brings you clarity? Mike,
you start. Oh, go ahead. Let Mike go.
No.
No,
you can start.
Now, I would say my love language. I will say that for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My love language.
Okay. All right.
I love that, Crystal. Understanding what your love language is. That's beautiful. I would say 25 years ago, I looked to providing, or I looked to peace outside of myself, where other people, I looked at other people bringing me peace. And I've learned that it's not about what's happening outside of my space, but what's happening within me. And because of that lesson, and I remind myself of this daily, if it costs me my peace, it's too expensive. So I don't look for other people to bring me peace. But as Crystal said before, if they're bringing chaos, then
You do that Caesar thing really good.
What happened?
what do you say?
I said
Who
you
was
do that
that?
Caesar thing really good. I'm just saying.
Oh God.
That's just another example that if it costs me my peace, it's too expensive.
Okay. Thank you. Gentlemen. You need to cut it. Cut.
Mike, you want to jump on this one?
Nah, go ahead.
You know, for some reason, I knew he was going to do that. Anyway, I would say that 20 years ago, I wish I would had a greater sense of my spirituality, a greater sense of understanding how faith works, and my belief, the power of my belief, how to utilize that, and not being anxious for nothing, but relying more on
Beautiful.
faith.
Michael,
Could you restate the question one more time? I'm sorry.
what's one thing you wish you had understood about yourself 20 years ago that now brings you clarity?
Hmm. So something that I wish. No. I just want to answer this accurately. Could you state it one more time? Seriously, I'm sorry.
What's one thing you wish you had understood about yourself 20 years ago that now brings you clarity?
You know, I tend to not look back and wish that I knew something back then because it's all part of the growth, and I'm pretty satisfied with my growth. So I don't look back to say I wish I would have knew this 20 years ago, because what I experienced 20 years ago helped me to grow into the person I am today. So while I did learn from my mistakes back then, I don't want to do a do over. I want to do a do better. So moving forward, my experience was my experience. My mistakes were my mistakes. But what I've learned from my mistakes, I hope to really learn that I've learned from them and implement them in my life today. And that's my best answer.
Okay. Lady Dawn?
I would say that it's okay to go against the grain. That you don't have to follow suit, always fall in line. We're not meant to be cookie cutter people. And going against the grain is not a bad thing always. Actually, it's the way you create a new path, and you are able to identify and develop your individuality. It's okay to be you. Dance to the beat of a different drummer. If people don't hear the music or can't catch the beat, they're just not a part of your music. That's all. So, and embrace that. So that's my
I love
answer.
that. I think I would say for me, it would be all that glitters ain't gold, as they say. That would be the thing I would go back and have more clarity on now. All right. All right, Lady Dawn. Oh, Lachelle says, I'm enough. Most definitely the prize. And Maple Spears, hey, my sister. She says, good evening, all. I agree with Michelle. Hey, Tiff. She said, good evening, everyone. Make sure you're hitting that like button as that thumbs up. Regina says, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Great topic. Thank you. And Lachelle said, phew, not anxious for nothing. I love that. All right. And Dust 8 says, I would spend more time with my children. I feel they grew fast, but I am clear now about what is important. Okay. All right. So, Lady Dawn, take it away.
All right, let's see. What shall we ask now? Uh, okay, good one. How do you handle differences in goals, differences in faith, or differences in lifestyle when building partnerships later or at this big old age in life? Let's see.
Uh,
You repeat
Anybody?
the question. They're going to need the question. Repeat it again.
Okay. How do you handle differences in goals, in faith, or lifestyle when building partnerships later on in life?
Literally, crickets.
It's like, okay, so how do you navigate the differences that may come up in your goals or in your faith or in your lifestyles? Do you let that hinder you within the partnership that you're trying to build with someone? I wouldn't say are they deal breakers and whatnot, because love is love, and we're in this space now. We're a lot more settled into who we are. So when you find someone or someone finds you that you want to partner with, but you have these differences, you have different goals, you may even have different faiths, you have different lifestyles. How do you handle those? What are some tools? What are some things that you may do at this point in life? Do you just not engage? Do you throw it away? Are you willing to find a happy medium? Do you require for everyone, for it to be matchy like you used to back in the day? Like, oh, you like red, I like red. Oh, you like vanilla ice cream, I like vanilla ice cream. Oh, you like the movies, I like the movies. Does it have to be that, or can it be you go fishing, I'm gonna go shopping? Like, how do you handle that?
So, the big word for me is respectfully. Because Lady Dawn, like you were saying, one person may like fishing, the other may like shopping, and then I love what Miss Crystal said earlier. It's also important knowing people's love languages, right? So I would start off by saying respectfully. However, we have to have values and belief systems that are in alignment. And if those are not in alignment, then I am of the mindset that we don't need to waste time when we're talking about a partnership or your partner for life. Um, so again, when I hear faith, because faith is not a hard stop. I'm Christian. My partner is a practicing Muslim or practices Islam. That's not a hard stop. However, respect is important. Our faith and our values have to come together.
Yep.
I love that. I was going to ask you, Dr. Shayna, because something you said. So does it necessarily? Well, you kind of answered it. I was going to say, does it necessarily mean that the way we express those things has to look exactly the same?
So no, so one of the things that stands out to me when you said, I think of a strategy, communication is key. We have to be able to communicate with one another, having dialogue about our differences, and being, again, going back to that, being respectful, and then coming to a medium with respect to that.
I mirror the same sentiments in the sense that, you know, you at this stage and again, we know who we are, we know the things that matter to us the most. Certain things at this level in life that we're trying to achieve. Um, when you do get involved or you meet somebody, there has to be that kind of understanding and key word, respect. And if those goals and those things are in alignment, then that can be the determining factor whether you move forward or you pump the brakes. I mean, the time is become so valuable, more valuable, than ever before, and no one has time to waste somebody's, as you do with Dr. Shana, and my daughter is good, with that in mind, you know what I mean? So it can be determinant factor, it can be a deal breaker, if those things aren't gelling.
Okay.
Crystal, Mike.
I'm gonna go with I think there needs to be a core alignment. And when I say a core alignment, you 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 got to be on a same page or a similar page, as in, um, for instance, where the relationship is going, what you want out of the relationship. And then there's outerlying circumstances that you have to compromise on, you have to agree upon. For instance, um, let's talk about distance. One, if you're talking to someone that is not in the same neighborhood, maybe a distance away, um, one person may not like to drive. So it doesn't have to be a 50-50, but you have to agree whether it's going to be an 80-20 or a 70-30. For instance, another circumstance that I will call an outlier is, uh, let's say, food. you know, um, um, you know, you might like to eat a certain cuisine, and I might like to eat another cuisine. You have to come to some type of agreement or some type of median where, and when I say median, it doesn't have to be 50-50. It could be where you guys decide that you're good and I'm good. So there's core alignment, and then there's outlying alignments that have to come together, all for a common cause. I believe at this age, you're not going to find, well, you can, that perfect person, but you got to find someone that's perfect for you and more who you're perfect for.
Amen. I think I agree, probably for the first time with Mike. We are all imperfect human beings looking for our match.
Yeah.
That's nice. Imperfect human beings looking for our match. And I will add to this. I think there are non-negotiables, right? So something that Mike said stood out. Like for me, distance would definitely be a non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to be true to ourselves with respect to what are those non-negotiables that we're just not going to put up with or tolerate. That's important. We have to keep it 100 with ourselves too.
Yep.
Stay tuned, Shana. You're going to agree with me a lot more.
Crystal, I believe you.
Okay, well, I agree with everyone. Definitely, the first when the question came out, that's the first thing word came out was alignment. For me, um, as I'm walking in these latter years, um, there has to be compromise. You know, there has to be. Um, we have to be equally yoked. We have to definitely communicate. How can I say, make it make sense? If our lifestyles do not match, I mean, why am I wasting time? I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to waste. I don't want to put myself in an uncompromising position. I definitely do not want to put my child in a uncompromised situation. So it's not just me dating, but I also have to consider my child, you know? Um, so, to come full circle again, it's just being aligned. And that's on every level, financially, how we living, who do you live with? Do you have a house? Are you living with your cousin? Things like that. We need to be aligned. That's for me.
I have a question.
The non-negotiables.
The
Crystal,
very
I
nice.
ain't
I got a long checklist.
Uh,
It goes all the way down.
your your
Yeah.
your
Okay.
line your long list of non-negotiables.
Yes.
Right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Somebody
hear
give
you.
me your long list of non-negotiables. Right? How is that working out for you with your
Oh,
long list of non-negotiables? I
oh.
mean, when we talk about it, it's not a dig on you, but when we're talking about um, alignments, right?
Mhm.
Crystal, you said something about um, you have to be what? You said something. I forgot the word you used, and I don't want to make a mistake. But you have to be very compatible. You said something. Can you reiterate what you said?
You said equally yoked?
Equally yoked. Yes, thank you. Equally yoked. What does that mean to you? Like you have to have the same income. You have to have the same career. What does that mean? You have to have a house, and I have to have a house.
Mm-mm.
What
There
does
has
that
to
mean?
be, as I mentioned, there has to be a compromise. So, in
Right.
other words, if
No,
I'm
but you
at,
said equally yoked. That's not a compromise.
no, it's not, but
Well,
let me
you
get to
asked her
that.
to wait. Hold on, Mike. You asked her to define it. Let her define it.
Well,
Okay, I'm sorry. No disrespect, Crystal.
oh, no, no worries. So, when I say equally yoked, in the sense of if I'm at the level that I'm at now, educationally, within my career, um, I'm not, I'm not going to settle in the sense of, I think at some point, a lot of women at my career level have dated down. And when I say date, and men too, they have dated down. In a lot of cases, it works out more for men than it works out for women in reference to dating down.
How so?
Okay, that's a whole nother topic. We might need to park that one.
All
That's a
right, we'll
good
do that next
question.
week. Go ahead, though.
Okay, so in reference to dating down, I will be honest. I can raise my hand. I tried it. It didn't work out for me in the sense of when it's time to do certain things, that individual wasn't unavailable to do so. Nor did I.
Financially, you're
We're
speaking
not even just we're not even financially, emotionally. Like they were, not even emotionally involved. So then I caught myself. Okay, Crystal, why are you dating down? For one, because you're taking more energy out of what you're trying to do with your life to date down. And then I realized, and I think we all have heard this term. I'm not taking on any projects. I don't have time to fix up four flats. At least give me, have a couple of spare tires or something. I don't have time to do that. And then especially at the age that I'm at now, I feel like, okay, Crystal, why are you settling? Why are you doing it to yourself? And then at the same time, I have other women looking at me that are looking up at me as an example to say, hey, this is how Crystal's living. And it applies to men too. I have brothers that date and I'm like, okay, this doesn't suit you. Okay, why are you dating down? Right? So again, I'm going back to equally yoked in the sense where I walk outside, I want this person to represent me as I'm representing them. And I'm not saying just on the outside. Emotionally, spiritually, yes. Financially,
Amen.
yes. He has a car.
Who said amen?
That
I
was the people
did.
in the chat that said amen. I think they're starting to come through.
I
Okay.
said it too.
And then,
Amen, Crystal. Amen,
yes.
girl.
And then at the same time, I do not, again, going back to time, I do not have time to teach somebody how to read, point blank.
Well, I would hope that that's not your circle, your dating circle, teaching someone how to read. I would
No,
hope
I,
that.
I just
I
told
would,
you
I
how I
would.
dated down. I just explained that process. So in reference to now, no, definitely my circle of entertainment or suitors is not at that level anymore.
Oh, but it was.
It was.
And so, what, what circle were you in that you were attracting that male?
It
Like,
wasn't, it was not, I was still at the same status. What I was doing was, I'm gonna say this, where actually this is what it really was. I felt like I was in that season where I was attracting more that was beneath me, that wasn't on my status. So then
what
I
was
said,
your
okay,
status at the time, if you don't mind me
okay, that's a
asking?
whole nother topic of
Oh,
discussion. We can park that too.
okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. And so I decided, okay, Crystal, in this season, try to date down. See what this person has to offer, see if it's a match. And it wasn't. And I chose to leave the situation. They didn't choose to. I chose to leave. And I'm happy I did because then I really, really found myself in the sense of knowing, Crystal, this is not where you're supposed to be. This is where whenever you were supposed to be. But in that season, I learned my love language. I learned what I didn't supposed to be doing, what I need to do, and it has worked out. Now, you did pose a question now in reference to how's my long checklist working out for me. It's peaceful. I'm not dealing with no drama. I am not dealing with nobody's trauma because I'm not certified to do that. I'm also not being somebody's mama.
Okay.
I'm also not being anybody's Bank of America, Navy Federal Credit Union,
Okay.
Chase Bank,
ATM
Capital,
machine, Bitcoin.
all of them. Throw them in there too.
Right.
So,
So
okay.
So,
Wait.
But
Hold on.
Crystal, you hit on all of it. Purpose, partnership, and peace of mind, building the life you want. I love
yes,
it.
yep.
I love it too. I love it for us men as I love it for
Okay,
you
go out there
women.
and get it.
So let's read Liza's comment.
Are
She
you
said,
Italian? You're talking about with your hand.
Mhm.
Go ahead,
um,
I'm sorry.
she says, Liza said, great answer, Shayna. You have to be in alignment, have similarities, and going on a similar path with all three areas. To move in unison, both must be equally yoked. So there it
Amen.
goes.
And there's that term,
Mm-hmm.
equally
Yep.
yoked, which is a
Does,
biblical term too.
Man.
does
I
eight
did.
say, wait, hold on. Communication, set up boundaries, respect, and overall love. Liza said differences in goals, religion, and finance are each person's to meet halfway. And Dust 8 says love it too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
I,
right.
I haven't really heard the word love in this narrative in the sense two people loving each other. I haven't heard that in this narrative. I've just heard what is good for me, speaking for yourself.
Well, that's
But
where we have to start, right?
is love in the equation when you consider these things.
Right. So I think we need to start with ourselves, right? Understanding of self first. And I do believe I heard Crystal talk about love language.
I have a question for Mike.
Please answer. Ask.
What is your love language?
You know what? That's funny. I don't
Love.
think I have a love language.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I didn't read the book, um, so I don't know. Basically, I'm going to tell you this. I was given that book over 10 years ago. And I threw it aside because I'm not defined by any language I don't believe or any narrative in a book defines me. I believe that my or what I like, or what I need, I put out there. And if you don't pick up on it, then shame on me for not getting the point across, and shame on you for not picking up what I'm putting out there. So I don't go by one of 5 choices of love languages. I don't
So let
subscribe
me
to it.
so let me step in and ask a different question to that. Then for you, what does love look like being reciprocated for you?
That's an even better question. So love to me is you reciprocating what I put out there. If I'm talking to you in a way that exudes love, then I need you to reciprocate that back to me. If I'm acting towards you in a way that shows love, I need that to be reciprocated back to me. And that's my love language, reciprocation of it.
Sounds like acts of service.
No,
But
that's how
not
you
always.
define it. I said
It's not.
nothing about acts of service. It's about
So
feelings. It's about chemistry. It's about real love.
Well, wait, hold on. I want to park there because chemistry doesn't necessarily equate to love, because you can have
No,
chemistry with
no, you're
someone
right.
that you are not in love with. It's just a physical act.
No, chemistry is not a physical act. Chemistry is chemical. We're not talking about physiology. We're talking about chemistry
So, okay, then
or
based on that,
kinesiology, anything. We're talking about what chemical is is what one feels eternally through interaction. You cause a chemical reaction. It's not physical.
so based on that, Mike, let's go with, so how many people have you had a chemical reaction to? And if so, where are those people?
Oh, I feel like you're attacking
You know,
me now
I'm asking.
because I'm
No
gonna
dig,
go.
no
I'm gonna go.
disrespect.
It's
I'm
a
gonna go.
chemical.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question. Okay. I'm gonna go with Crystal answer. That's another conversation. You want to have that conversation? We can have it.
Okay. All right. Tiffany says words of affirmation and acts of service. Those are her love languages. Uh,
Tiffany,
Liza said, love is an act, not a feeling. It isn't based on what you get. It is based on what you give without expectations. I love that.
That's good.
beautiful.
So that's not an act. It's a feeling.
A chemical feeling.
Who said that?
Okay. Tiffany said, I was saying that's what the panelist Mike was describing. And Dr. Hardy said chemistry is chemical. All right. So now let's okay, we have another comment. You want to bring that up? Regina says, uh, love to me, you have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. And if you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? So great
Amen.
question.
Amen. I love that.
That's
Okay.
another.
So I'm going to throw out this question. You know what? Matter of fact, we're going to come to wrap it up. This has been as I expected. He said, she said is never the same.
We
But
just getting started.
as we as we wrap the show, we will end with a round called the principles of peace. And so I'm going to say something and then you're going to fill in the blank. All right. If you want to build the life you want at this stage, you must remember to what?
I would say keep God first. That's me, Crystal.
Keep God first. Okay.
Amen. I would say release what drains you and make room for what grounds you.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
You need to drink another cup of water.
Damn, I finished. um, I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna say crystals, shame, and then mine is understanding and knowing thyself.
Understanding. Okay. Mike?
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Can you restate that statement, please?
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm adding it to what Crystal said and what Shayna said, and that's my 2 cents.
Okay. So with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You want me to repeat the question, Mike?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't
Oh,
mean to
okay.
interrupt.
If you want to build the life you want at this stage in life, you must remember to what?
Stick to your own plan. And I don't mean that in a selfish way, but basically that's what you guys are saying. You're saying you're not going to settle. You want peace. If your plan is peace and your plan is to move in a way that is good for you so that you can be good for your partner, stick to what you plan for yourself. And if the person that you're with sticks to what they plan for themselves, chemically, you will come together.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know if you want to add anything, ladies on.
Uh, remember to keep going. Just remember to keep going. Even if you pause, keep going. Don't go back. Keep going.
Okay. We have a comment. I want to make sure we get these comments in before. Um, Liza said, invite God.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany says, I love that. Release what drains you and embrace what grounds you. Thank you for that. All right. Dust 8 says, wisdom, patience, priority, appreciation, and respect. And Theo said, chemical combustion. So, as we close today, as we close this conversation, I want us all to remember this. Purpose doesn't retire, partnerships doesn't expire, and peace of mind is something you find once and keep, that you don't find once and you keep it forever. It's something you choose daily. At this stage of life, we're not starting over, we're starting wiser. And with that being said, I
Love
like
that.
to say good night Thank you, all our guests, for coming on. For He Said, She Said, for always making this enjoyable moment, no matter what our day looks like. So again, thank you to our chat and audience. Make sure you hit that like button. And as we say, have a good night and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.
All I do is try to construe this life of mine, and soon one day I'll be able to say I made my way. Don't give up, keep on don't give up, no, never done. Keep on coming, no, you